DC Comics finally does justice to their universe. Hey everyone, welcome to ScenebyDawn, your trusted source for movies that you should be watching. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Justice League with Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Jason Momoa. Woo! So Justice League opens up with Superman being dead, the world is in mourning, everything's thrown into chaos. Bruce Wayne decides, do you know what? I need to start pulling all of this back together. We need to save the world. He starts searching out people who have special powers. I don't know. I think there's a database somewhere. Ooh, maybe it's like a Tinder for superpower people. So Bruce Wayne goes in there and he gathers up some information, finds out some people that have different powers like Aquaman and the Flash and Cyborg. So these are our three additions to Batman himself and Wonder Woman. There we have the Justice League. And also, now that everything is in chaos, Steppenwolf has stepped onto the scene and has decided he's going to take over the world for himself, also destroying it in the process. Because again, I don't understand what it is with these villains, but they want to like destroy everything and then take it over. Why don't you just come in and take it over and then have something nice? But they don't. They come in and they wreck everything and then they're like, no, it's mine. I want this. It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Anyway, so now they need to work together in order to defeat Steppenwolf. After the Batman versus Superman debacle, I was pretty sure that the whole DC Comics thing had been tanked. Then Wonder Woman came and I thought, okay, maybe this is a one-shot wonder. Maybe we brought it back, but I'm not quite sure. So I went into this movie feeling a bit like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. I did go wearing my onesie. So I did have a little bit of hope, but I still wasn't completely sold on the fact that this was going to be a winner. So I really feel like DC Comics has redeemed themselves with this film, and now I feel like with this one they really have a solid foundation for building that universe back up into the credibility that it deserves to have. I love the introduction of Aquaman and the Flash and Cyborg. I really liked how they incorporated their stories and their backstories and everything without making it like in Suicide Squad where it was so segmented and it was just like, okay, now this is this person's story, now we're gonna learn about them. But it was just sort of interwoven into the story. I really like that. It felt a lot more organic. It felt a lot more like storytelling. I'm still not completely sold on Ben Affleck being Batman. He doesn't have that polished suave that I would expect from a billionaire Bruce Wayne. I'm not completely sold on him yet. I really like Jason Momoa, but who doesn't like Jason Momoa? I absolutely loved Ezra Miller. I thought he did a fantastic job as the Flash slash fangirl. He was just like so excited to be a part of the Justice League and his eyes were always shining and I just felt like I would be him. Like if I somehow had some sort of superpowers, which I'm pretty sure I do have superpowers like the Flash in that I can snack a lot. I can't move as quickly as he can. But I feel like I would be just like the Flash in that I would just be fangirling over them all the time, be like, oh my goodness, that's your signal, like we're supposed to go right now. I really like Steppenwolf as a villain. The movie did a really great job in creating in me an overwhelming sense of dread. Like I was just like, oh, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. Even though they had superpowers, there were only 4 of them, 5 of them. There were only a few of them. It was for the first time in a while that I have felt that feeling of, I'm not quite sure if they're actually going to be able to do it this time. Usually in these movies, you see the villain, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, and you guys are gonna be able to do it. But this time I really felt a little bit different. And I really liked that. Steppenwolf, though, I thought looked a lot like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and every once in a while I would just expect him to just break out in song or bring out a rose. So a lot of times in these action-adventure movies, there is so much action that it can get really dizzying. I become inoculated with the action and then I don't even really see it anymore. And I really appreciated that about Justice League, was that there was just enough action. I didn't feel like they overplayed the fight scenes too much. I felt like there was a solid enough story that they didn't need to fill up the time with so much fighting, and I really liked that. Yeah, so overall, I really like Justice League. I think it's good fun. I think it's great action. It's a solid storyline. I think DC Comics finally did justice to its own universe. Go and see Justice League. I give it an 8 out of 10. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything that I've seen. Scene by Dawn.